Uh, I don't know if you, how you say that in English, but is a he five. I don't he five 4,000 like 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 this. So
Yeah.
I've built this in what years? 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 years ago. I do this 6 years ago, but I've changed the graph this year's, the last year's for Christmas.
Yeah, and what I just want to do is I want to replace my RAM and see if I still have the
Yeah,
issue, and then if I do, I'll replace the graphics card maybe. Because I don't know if you know right now, but graphics cards are really hard to find for a
yeah,
decent price.
yeah,
Thanks, Bitcoin. We love you. Not.
yeah. But I changed my RAM. I
Uh
hard
huh.
hard drive, and I changed the last no the next years I got to change my processor and my RAM because DDR4 and I have DDR3. Uh, it's complicated.
Yeah. Okay, so we're almost back to the first stage deploying. Uh,
Okay.
oh, come on. Come on. Oh, 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 oh. We're gonna get there. That was probably a bad idea to click on that. Alright. Now we get a little less wobbly. And we can actually. So, my question is, and you seem to know a lot more about it than I do, Pi. This is
What?
the only reason I'm gonna ask. Is because.
Uh, I
Uh,
don't understand what you do. What you say.
um, Pi, the guy that's in the chat on the stream,
Ah, yeah.
um, he seems to know a lot more about like the Apollo launch than I do. Well, absolutely a lot more. Um, so like the thrust to weight ratio on this build that you sent to me at launch is very very low. Like it just kind of creeps off the pad, and if I was thinking correctly, it's very similar, like in real life for the Saturn V, right? Like it's not a very quick rocket off the pad. Yeah.
But the hub, the hub of the how do you say that in English?
So my question is, since I know we still use the Saturn V, for some reason, I don't know, but we still use the Saturn V for like heavy lifts. How
It's
much
too heavy.
extra fuel are we burning for no reason because we've just built this giant rocket?
Yeah, yeah, but I think the heavy for forgot to moon and I think a chip more, yeah, not too heavy is enough to do that. I think I'm not expert, but for Saturn V it's heavy.
I mean, yeah, it gets up there, and yeah, it can carry a whole bunch of stuff, but it seems like a lot of that thrust to weight ratio that it has at the base level is. Oh, okay. Hmm. All right then. No, that's right. We
Oh.
use what is it? The Delta Heavy now, or something. I don't know.
Falcon Heavy.
No, the Falcon Heavy is new, and
Yeah.
we've only used that for one test flight. I screwed up the launch profile on this. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I didn't turn over early enough, so I didn't have enough angular velocity. I'm gonna fall back in. I made a mistake. Oh no, this is Valentina. I'm sorry, Valentina. I'm sorry. You're gonna die. I can't launch abort you. I don't think. Yeah, the abort doesn't work.
So, you say you get.
Maybe. We're gonna get extremely elliptical here. Extremely. Yeah. Yeah. Uh. 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 Ah. 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 We're gonna make it. I'm gonna make it into orbit at least. I gotta at least do that.
I have to go. I have to go.
All right. So
Yeah,
so
no.
we made it into an orbit. It's just I can't change my periapsis anymore from here, so I have to go all the way around. But we did make it into an orbit, barely.
So, I go, man. So, bye. I go to heat.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see
Yeah.
you around.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. So I might have burned up too much fuel, maybe. I don't know. I do know it doesn't seem to react too well to it's a large rocket and it doesn't have a lot of control. Okay, I have RCS. What that would be it. Of course, of course. I will try anything you build. I don't care how crazy it gets. Like if you want to build something and paste bend it to me, I will try it. No guarantees. Like just like this, I almost screwed up because I got the launch profile completely wrong. But we'll try anything. I just like space. I overwhelmingly like space. And Kerbal gives me a way to act like an astronaut, and I love that. Oh, stop it. So we're gonna try and take it to the moon then, I think. I don't know. No, we still got 4,300 Delta V. Like, what? I made like a catastrophic mission failure mistake. And we still got enough fuel to continue on. Like, okay, you didn't do that. It's not that big a deal. Not that big a deal. Just why? This is ridiculous. This thing has so much fuel. Alright. So we're going to do that. That'll get us into a regular... Let's do it. I have maneuver. There we go. eventually. But I like how this thing launches. It just looks so cool coming off the launch pad. And actually, it still looks awesome to me at this point. So, like, I don't know. I've actually been to Alabama and seen the what is it, the space center that they have there. It's really cool because I live relatively close to there, not recently. You took out some fuel from the third stage. So yeah, from the third stage, I'm looking at it. It's the third stage has 1,400 meters per second, which is a lot. The fifth and sixth stages, they have a low amount of fuel. I guess so. This is the second stage. I'm not sure from which direction you're counting. But let's see. Let's go to the next maneuver node here. Okay, gotcha. And then it looks like the next stage is actually just to get rid of the what is it? The launch abort system. Like, there's not Delta V in the next stage, so. And it's full of fuel. It's like a Sepratron, but not. So my question is, how much of the rocket actually went to the moon? Because I can take what I'm flying with right now all the way to the moon, and I don't know that they did that. Or maybe they did, and I just don't know what I'm talking about. Which would be par for the course. So we're going to point this radial in. We're kind of circularized, but not really. We're not going to fall into the atmosphere now. But no, I like clearly, obviously the moon lander goes to the moon. And then the command module up here at the top, that's like your orbiter or whatever. So I know that goes. But I'm guessing that this, second stage didn't actually go. If I had to guess, because I don't know, if I had to guess, the second stage was just for getting into orbit and orbital maneuvers and stuff. Well. Yeah, so see, we got... Oh, there's like... What? It says there's no fuel in here, but it also says there's a whole bunch of Delta V in it, so... Alright. let's plot our course to the moon then. Not there, that's for sure. Maybe about there, maybe? Probably. We'll find out. I feel like I have to do you justice now and actually land this thing on the moon, even though I'm really bad at it. So second stage stays at Kerbin, third stage does the transfer burn. Oh, okay. And docks to the lunar module. Okay, so I will attempt to recreate all of this wonderful stuff here. Yeah, I'm thinking that all of this stuff is really, really light. It definitely seems like it. There's not a lot here, but it says there's a lot, which is weird. Oh no, wait, what? Okay. I don't know. I would say at this point, because we're in orbit, we would ditch the second stage now. So I don't know where the decoupler is for that though. Is it right here? That's an engine plate. Yes, that is it. So we're gonna do this fun. I'm not even gonna like blast away from it at the moment. I'm just gonna let it slowly just drift away. And away it goes. Uh-oh. Okay, cool. I got plenty of time to move. Hmm. Oh, okay, I know why. Oh, I should have already been burning. That's bad. Holy crap. You weren't kidding. This thing has a ton of fuel in it. Oh, you have not tried it with only one turbo? Well, so I think as long as you don't... It's all about when... you do the, I don't know. We'll find out. So did you, basically you had one pilot that stayed in the command center and then, or command service module, whatever. And then for when you do the redock or whatnot, because you can leave anything floating in space and redock with it. You just have to make sure that it's not flopping around on you. If it's flopping around on you, then you can't do anything, and that would be dangerous. Alright, so our transfer burn's almost done. I might have to make some adjustments. The antenna on. Where is it? So we got about 20 seconds of burn left, it says, but I don't think it's going to take them. Yeah, I'm just looking to see if I can find... Oh, there it is. Okay. I see it. Extend. Ooh. Okay. Because I didn't burn at the right time, things didn't actually add up exactly the way that they should have. I don't think. Yeah, so that's too much, but we're gonna make an adjustment and then we'll drop our transfer can. Since we got the extra fuel in this stage. So you can go away, don't need you anymore. But I do need to get closer to the moon than 1 million kilometers. So to do that, we're gonna make our adjustment here. Hopefully. Alright. Let me get us to... Nope, too close. Ah, come on. I always pull them the hair too far sometimes. Alright. We're at 24,000. Alright. I'll actually hit the burn on time this time, but even then it's like a 1.2 second burn, so I'm not really gonna... That's crazy, I missed it by like 60 seconds, and to fix it it's gonna take me 5 meters per second of fuel, which is bad, but that's all it'll take to fix it. It's also the timing of when I'm making the correction burn is at a slower part in the travel, so it's more efficient. Do 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 do. Alright, so that should give us a good moon approach. It does. Alright. All right. Oh, that was a fun part to do. Oh, that's fun. Okay. So at this point, do I hold on to this can for now and do the flip, or do I jet this stage back here and then do the rotation? I think I do the rotation with this, yeah. Because it makes it less likely to because I see what I need to do, and it's very okay, cool. That's what I was thinking. And then we want to rotate around like so, and actually target that. You'll need to activate this engine. Oh, that's too fast. Oh, please don't. Please don't. Hey, it didn't. Oh, and the game just decided it was gonna minimize on me. Oh, okay, we're good. We are good. So now we're ready to pretty much detach the big giant fuel can on the back and call it a day. Yep. And there we go. Ha. That's awesome. And now we go to the moon. And this thing's going to the moon with us. So, hey Red Dragon, thanks for joining. So my question, Pi, were they chased to the moon with their, what is this, the third stage transfer can the whole way? Is that a thing that they did back in Apollo? Because, and I'm sure they probably didn't do it the way I just did. They probably set it up on a trajectory to crash into the moon. And I'm not being space trash conscious right now, and that's terrible of me, but oh, okay. So, oh yeah, okay. I see. So the next stage just basically followed them to the moon, slingshot itself off of the moon into a solar orbit. Cool. Oh yeah, we're not trying to go to the moon. We have successfully plotted our course, and I guess I could speed this up a little bit. I'm just talking about the mechanics of the original Apollo missions and how they pulled that off. So, and I don't know a terribly large amount of the data going on there, so I'm kind of just talking with Pi about it because he seems to know a lot of the details of the Apollo missions that I wish I knew off the top of my head. So it's a learning experience for me. I'm learning, and the rocket that we're flying here was actually gifted to me through Payspin by Pi himself. So he designed this and built it, and he's also helping me with flying it too. Alright, so basically all we gotta do now is a retrograde burn to get into an orbit around the moon. And then we're good. Well, and then we gotta land, and then we gotta take off, and then we gotta redock, and then we go home. So, we got a bit to go. Let's just make sure we're staged correctly. I don't think we are. We are not. Yeah, it's definitely not, because this is the next thing in the staging list, and that's our lander engine. We don't want that. I would believe, right? So we want this guy down here. Whoa, whoa, okay. Now we're staged correctly. Awesome. Actually, one of my coworkers just got back from a trip to Portugal, and he said it was. I don't know where exactly he was in Portugal, but he said it was a very beautiful place. He said something about a church that he visited that has been built or been being built for hundreds of years or something. He said it was really awesome. So. I know it's not, but it looks like this engine is mounted on a pillow. So I guess that's my roundabout way of saying thanks for joining us from Portugal. Yeah. And then from here, basically, once we get into the lunar orbit, manually decouple the lander and land it. And then we have the little tiny engine that's hidden underneath all of this stuff. And that would be the takeoff from the moon engine to get us back to the command service module. 12-second burn, we can just do that. That's cool. Alright. So we got 50 seconds to burn. I see no obvious parachutes. Maybe I'm missing something. I know there's stuff under... Oh, okay, I found them. They're under here, aren't they? I mean, I've done a bit of hard mode stuff today. And made a few mistakes already. We're getting a little sleepy. What are we looking like? Nope, not enough. Not quite enough. I think I shouldn't chance the EVA. Okay, cool. We're in a circularized orbit that's almost... It's like a 2% inclination or something like that. 2-degree inclination. Alright, so we're good to go there. F5. Because I'm not starting over. Alright, so we're gonna... Nope. Transfer crew. Valentina, go to the thing. Actually, I think I want to point this radial in, I think. That way I don't have to worry about running into this thing on my way around. Oh hey, look at that. There's my, I think that's my 3rd stage rocket out there. Yeah. Alright. Let's decouple and go ahead and land this thing, huh? Undock. So the thing is, on the rendezvous, I have to do all of the rendezvous and everything off of the module, the lunar module. So that's going to be the only part that I think is going to be a problem. Maybe. Might not be. So let's see. The right engines are staged up and everything. I just want to see. Now, did they do a suicide burn, or did they do like a coast into like you get what I'm saying? Did they hey Kuzmanaut, how's it going? Because I really prefer to land with a suicide burn, but I also don't want to break up the continuity here. Like, we've done a pretty good job of replicating Apollo thanks to your help, so like, because like the suicide burn is so much easier to do, but I'm also really high up, so they probably didn't do that with astronauts on board too, now that I think about it. Alright. We're gonna do this. We're just gonna do it like this. If I decide to go ahead and do a suicide burn later, I can, but so you've caught me terribly recreating the Apollo moon landing mission with a little help from Pi, who's in chat. Oh, that's the wrong button. do have RCS thrusters. Okay, cool. That's gonna help us when we redock. Yes, everything is science. Absolutely. This is fine. We're fine. We're just the only person out here on a like 3-person mission. That's okay. We left Jebediah and Bill Kerman back on Kerbin. We don't need them. We're gonna solo this mission. That's what we're gonna do. This might go badly. Okay, so we're not falling very fast. Yeah. So that's kind of what I've done here. I lowered my orbit down to 9,000 meters, which is kind of low, but I don't think I see any mountains coming up. And then I figure from 9,000 meters I can do mostly suicide burn, I guess. And I guess I have RCS on here that's really good, so, or not RCS, SAS. So, like, Valentina is an excellent pilot, and she's going to handle a good portion of the attitude for me. So let's get a little bit lower. 10, 9, okay, cool. Yeah, we're like 9.5, so. And we actually have plenty of fuel just to do it either way if we wanted to, I think. That looks like a relatively flat place to land. I like it. We're gonna do that. It's not in the center of a crater, which is ideal. Oh, this thing's carrying a lot of speed. I don't know. I might not have enough to do that. Ah! It should have, but then at the same time. Oh, yeah, it does. I'm silly. I still have a whole nother can of fuel after this one. Just on this module, like, so the way this is designed, there's another engine in here and more fuel tanks and stuff. So, like, the landing gear and everything will stay here on the moon, and only the pod will lift off. Yeah, I've landed on the rim of a crater too many times. It's a nightmare. It's not fun. So I think what I've managed to land, this seems to be, there's mountains there, but I think we're mostly in a flat area at this point. We're gonna drift a little bit, but not too much. Okay. So we have 127 meters per second to stop, and there's 544 in the can, so we have plenty. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, this is so close too. And there we go. Oop, I bounced. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and shut down that engine now before I forget. Because I will be the one to forget. 9 out of 10 for landing. Oh, that was... yeah. Yeah. At least we didn't flip around or anything. Alright. It is customary, I've been told, that you must plant a flag. So we will plant a flag. We'll name that one after you. I like it. I've had a blast with this mission, actually. So, now we gotta get back in. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I hit the landing gear. Okay. This thing is awkward to get back into. Okay, I'm in. I'm in. We made it. We did science. So then the next thing is we want to make sure that we can actually rendezvous, so we need to set that as our target. And then, oh, we did land in a crater, just not in a small crater. Cool. Wait. Did I actually land in... No, I didn't. I landed in the wrong crater. I think you're supposed to land in that one, and I landed in this one. Womp womp. We did everything right so far, and then we landed in the wrong crater. They all look the same. You're not wrong. Just in case, because everything could go bad from here. So if I want to rendezvous with that, I want to wait till it's probably on the Kerbal side, the Kerbin side, and then take off, I think. Probably around right there. That's my guess. Some of it's... Actually, we're on the moon. It's not moving that fast. We'll speed up a little bit. Oh. That's right. It's gonna resettle physics after I get done, and then things could go wrong. Yeah, so we want to take off with it right about there, is my guess. I might be a little bit a little bit early, but that's okay. I can just go a little bit higher and it'll catch up. All right, and I need to figure out my trajectory too. So if north is that way, west is that way, I think. What? I always do this. I will end up taking off and I will end up in an opposite direction orbit of the thing. So I need to go that way, I think? I don't know. Southeast, yeah. So there's... So it's like the 270, right? Not... Southeast. No, okay. Yep. I would be that guy. What? Yeah. So I guess that might be it. I might have gone too steep. We'll see. Oh no. That is the wrong way. I'm gonna have to load save. Resume flight. It's F9, right? See, that's what I was thinking. Because the way the command module is going, it's going around this way. I need to go west to meet up with it in orbit, I think. Yeah. Yeah. I am consistently wrong on a lot of things. It's all good. The south was correct though. The south was right, I believe. No, actually that would be ascending from here, so technically I need to go a little bit northwest is what I need to do. Basically I was setting myself up to be on a completely opposite orbit from the CSM, and that would have been bad. Yeah, I'm in a weird retrograde. This is definitely different. I'm gonna let it get a little bit closer. There we go. That'll be fine. Alright. So that's not activated. Oh, but it activated itself, and we're taking the landing gear, so we need to go. Nope, that way. That's the way we need to go. Yeah, the staging didn't work out right. It's okay, we got a little extra fuel. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and drop that off here. And its apoapsis is 24, so I do need to go a little bit higher. Why is my engine not working now? Oh, because I didn't stage that engine. There we go. Relative inclination is probably bad. Yeah, 21 degrees. That's not great. But I'll correct it. Whoa, too much, way too much. And that's gonna be a really weird, okay, there we go. Actually, it looks like I got a decent. No. The rendezvous is going to take me a minute. I'm not going to do it like immediately. It's not going to happen. But there's a 1 minute burn. Okay. So this thing is really cool to me. It's basically like an inner tube. It's like a can on top of an inner tube, and we're riding it, and then there's a rocket underneath it. So I kind of think Neil Armstrong had some really large amounts of intestinal fortitude. Let's see, we're almost there. And stop. Okay, cool. So the next thing we're gonna do is fix our inclination a little bit better than that. Oh, I don't think we've gotten enough. Can I get my periapsis above? Nope, not from here. I can fix it. No, but I do know a bit about ejecting, like, from anything is scary as all get out. Like, if you have to abort from like a fighter jet, you are almost guaranteed to break some sort of bone in your extremities. Like either your arms or your legs are going to be ripped into being broken. So I have zero doubts in my mind that he was most certainly just a badass in every way. Ah, come on. There we go. And it looks like we get a pretty good close approach right here that I can make a small adjustment with. That's a lot of delta V for that, but it'll be okay. Like, no. I should have guessed that you were gonna post that. Hold on. There you go. Actually, hold on. Let me just fix that problem permanently. Alright, that should keep that from happening in the future. Oh shit, I missed my burn. Not by much. Should be fine. And there we go. We're good. We are good. Now, oh yeah, so it does do that. Instead of just deleting the link, the bot decides that it doesn't just purge, it actually times you out for 1 second, basically. So, which has the added effect of purging everything you've said. It's pretty dope. So, we're gonna pull that up though.
There were many problems for the engineers and astronauts during the development of the lunar module.
I'm just gonna mute the sound, but oh, this looks scary. Oh fuck. He let it get almost all the way to the ground before he ejected. Oh my god. Jeez. Oh no. Not me. Oh, yeah, no kidding. Like, he accelerated from falling to going up very quickly. And like the thing is at certain points in that he may not have been able to eject, like, because it was pointing sideways and this way and that way. So like the point at which he ejected was luckily exactly perfect. Alright, so let's plan our rendezvous node here. Oh, do I already have one? Yeah, I do. Oh, okay. And plan our rendezvous. It looks like we have a first intersect over here, but we have a second one over here that might be easier to work with. Yeah, like, yeah. Was there, like, was he trying to save it or something? I don't know. Like, I don't think that was savable. Hey, look at that. We got a .1 intersect there with only using 6 meters per second of delta V. I like it. Yeah, ejecting straight into the ground sounds scary as hell. That's what that sounds like. It also sounds like pancakes. No, so I could EVA and then just jump into the CSM. And if I have trouble with the CSM being unstable, that's what I'll do. But my plan is to dock. There's a docking port right here. There's the docking port. So the plan is to dock. The CSM is 37 kilometers out that way. I need to make a small burn and then we'll meet up with it. But yeah, this should dock fine. It's fine. The only issue is if I screw it up and make the CSM module rotate or something, then there's no pilot in the CSM. There's only Valentina in the pod. So, yeah. Point us at our target. Yes, of course. If everything goes perfectly, no one will die. Why didn't I think of that before? Hey, thanks, Kuzmanat. I appreciate the follow. Come on. Give me the... There we go. Got the right things. Yeah, I'm thinking about changing it up. I just don't know what I want to change it to. Yeah. I'll try switching to it and see if I can, like, basically... Once I get close enough to it, I can switch to it and see if it has a probe. If it does, then we're good. Because it's just right there. Speed up a little bit. Alright, let's see. It seems to have the ability to orient itself. So, where... I don't see my, oh, okay, it's down there. Aha! I need to, nope. Retrograde to target, and... Scrub speed! Alright. There we go. Yeah, so we do have the ability to control this. So it is a one Kerbal mission. It's nice. Alright, I'm gonna get it going about 5 or 6 meters a second towards that. And then we're going to use the RCS thrusters to cut that out, I think. I don't like using docking mode though. I'm bad at it, so... Yeah, cool, okay. This is probably the most tedious part of this mission. Not the hardest, though. Yeah, docking mode is a little wonky when I tried to use it, so I just prefer doing it this way. Alright, I'm actually going farther away from it now, but there's a reason. I wanted to actually target the docking port. Yeah, there we go. Nope, that's the wrong button. There we go. All right. 50, 60 meters to go. We're pointed right at it. It's like throwing a lawn dart, right? Right? Maybe? Kind of? No. Oh, nope, nope. Slightly explosive lawn dart. That's actually probably accurate, like completely. Let's see. Am I lined up? I'm not. Yeah! That would never go so smoothly. For real. Alright, so at this point, we transfer Valentina to our command module, right? And then at this point, we would also dump the moon module, right? Because we're done with it. We're not landing it again. I mean, I still have 1200 Delta V in this stage. I don't really need the extra fuel. I don't think. Like this has very little fuel in it. There's only 20 in each of these. Undock. I wonder, does it? It does not have any control. So it will just float forever. And then I actually need to wait until I get over to here to do my maneuver back, because I'm in a retrograde orbit, which is different. Where are we at? That looks right. All right, man. Thanks for stopping by, Kuzmanaut. All right. I really like. Oh. F5. Just in case. Yeah, it's just which side of the moon you do your burn on. So, like, if I were in a prograde orbit, it would be on the side facing Kerbin. Whereas if I were. Yeah. I'm going the opposite direction, I guess. So, yeah. All I know is whichever way you're traveling around the moon, you want to exit off of the back side of the moon, if you will. So, like, the moon's going one way, you want to go the opposite direction on your exit burn. That's all I know. I believe that to be accurate. Otherwise, you end up like basically slingshotting yourself at a high rate of speed. All right, so that gets me a catastrophic failure orbit. But I can correct that. That's not hard. I overshot a little bit, but I'm just going to fix it when I get out here to this apoapsis instead of, well, I'm going to fix it probably right here, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Here we go. Just straight in, like, don't circularize or anything. Because I can do that. Oh, nope, not there. 33, so... $38. All right. I mean, I guess you can only fall so fast. So let's watch from here and make sure. Oh, gotta actually have the nav ball up. Alright, let's see what we got. We are at 38,000 on our periapsis. Yep. I'll trust my heat shield until it kills me. Hey, we're back in the Kerbin sphere of influence, so we're good to go there. And basically, I can dump this at any point. The gas tank. The bomb. We could drop the bomb. Wait until I get a little bit closer. Turn retrograde. All right. Valentina is 2 steps away from a safe landing, hopefully. We got this. We're gonna make it. We're gonna survive. I imagine this one will slow down a lot faster, actually. I mean, you know, it is a bigger pod. Probably weighs a little bit more, which doesn't help it slow down faster, but there's a lot more surface area on the bottom, so probably get rid of the shroud now. Yep, there goes the shroud. We got it. I think we're hitting water though. fairly certain we're hitting water. Oh yeah? Where? Oh, it zoomed us way out. Okay. Oh, look at that. I almost, without thinking about it, took us home, like to the Space Center. Almost. I missed it by about that much. I think we're probably landing like right off of this coast right here. Excuse me. Alright, the parachutes are staged, so it is up to wind resistance to save us now. That's all we need. Everything looks okay. We're at almost to parachute safety levels. We're at yellow. We're good. Parachutes deployed. Success! We didn't die. What is it, the Croods? Still alive! Well, I mean, I would assume the parachutes are going to keep us from dying in the ocean. Let's go ahead and speed that along a little bit. Do 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 do. Brakes. Yeah, 5 meters a second. That's plenty slow enough. And I don't imagine that they hit the ground at, 5 meters a second. That's like 15 feet per second. I don't know the math conversion on miles an hour there. I don't know. I imagine they hit the ground pretty roughly in the original pod for sure. But hey, there we are. Excellent. I'm going to take a surface sample from the water just because I can. Yeah, no worries. Like